in favour of Victoria.
I know.
You'd have to be upset if you
Apple
keep
Pie
killed
a
now.
dancing spawn. He thought the game was over. Oh, Gen X with a nerd nade on Boonza. Oh, big knife from Bundy. Oh, Apple throwing a flash. Gets the frag on Bundy. Nick dropping Revel. Oh, what's this? A bit of a nerd flash. Oh, and he succeeds with it. And gets Nick.
Well,
we have
system hit.
Nutshot taking
checks
on
that skull.
Apple, Omen, and Moors.
He gets
Moors
attacked
with
with
the
the
scope.
slash. He's going to chuck another one. He's got the bomb, so he's going to push up and perhaps get into the A side.
Oh, dropped. Nutshot.
Omen just
Can
too
he
strong.
clutch it for Queensland?
Well, Cuzzy, the pressure Nutshot must be feeling is immense.
Oh. Nutshot dropping Moors. Oh, and Apple winning it for Victoria. Brilliant. My prediction for Queensland with Nick on top was accurate, but Omen coming out of nowhere, 20 for 8. What a score. But
Well, you can see there, Omen and Apple, they're both key players to the Victorian side.
It's a draw. Stand down.
to be honest, in my personal opinion, I reckon Apple would have been MVP for that match. He was just going large with the sniper.
Couldn't agree more there, because he was everywhere at the correct time. He's a leading force for his team, that's for sure.
The only reason everyone's in the server is they're all doing something, so...
What is going
we're going
on
to
now?
wait for the second one. Server's now dropped, so
What's going
we're
on?
going to see what happens.
They just dropped it. Some people do that.
play Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
This is a normal. This is normal.
This is well organised.
Password, do you want to take a password off just so they can all join?
Well, ladies and gents, still unsure what's happening here. We've had our first match, and the lobby's just closed down. We'll get back to you as soon as we know the details.
Well, that goes wrong.
Everyone, that was all...
Well, Cuzzy, was that the performance that you really expected Victoria to pull out, or do you really think Queensland should have done a bit better?
I was actually thinking it to be more of a close game, but with the loss of a fifth, Victoria just dominated that whole map.
Couldn't agree more. I'm sure with the loss of Nutshot, it really did, you know, make their morale somewhat diminished. They're probably feeling a bit down. They're probably going to choose a map that they're rather strong in and try and gain another map back in their favour to make it a 1 or best out of 3 grand final spectacular.
Just, honestly, it was an awesome match. It was just a shame that Queensland had Nutshot dropped out for that whole, well, for basically most of the match. But Apple Pie, just wow, I have to say, huge match for the guy, huge.
Well, I can comment on his performance from yesterday on semi-finals. He was a key player when he was sniping up on that map, taking out a few people for kill cams, and they weren't just normal hard scopes, there were a few quick scopes involved there, so a very key scope for that team.
I think... I'm getting a bit of a shout out here.
Go ahead.
Oh, McLovin is telling me to do what we have already done. See, that's probably because he's from Queensland.
Oh, here we go with the jokes. Bit too early, you can't get too cocky.
Not Karachi. I'll tell you what, Skimmy, this is my most hated map. Queensland chose this against WA and just dominated us. It was a close match with 13-7, I'm pretty sure the score was, considering WA don't really play together as a team, but Queensland too strong.
Maybe this could be the map that swings the momentum back in their favour. Unsure how Victoria will play on this map though.
Well, if I'm not correct, I'm pretty sure Queensland beat Victoria in the State of Origin when they first met, and it was on this map.
Is that right? Well, it should be a cracker then. Hopefully a far, how can I say, closer score.
If you wanna... Are you in? I was gonna say, if you
Well,
want
not at the moment.
Oh, the match has restarted and 5 AM drops forever with Moore's drop system and Gen X on 5 AM, Bundy on Apple. It's, I'll just jump on the Seals side, mate, and follow Victoria. Jen on Bundy. We see Nick and Boomser in a 2v3 against Victoria. It's pretty dead even on this map, I would have to say. I'd say this is probably one of the best maps for Queensland.
Well, I've hopped in now. I'm on Op 4 following Nick. We're going to see what he can pull off. He's hanging around B-Side Cafe.
Drops Omen.
Omen has no chance against Nick. With the
Gen X gets dropped by Boomser, and we have Moores in the ticket booth. He's going to push A by the looks of it in Red Room. Because he's from the shots of where Gen X died, it seems like it'd be more obvious for the Queensland guys to go. Oh no, he's
Well,
one
Nick
at
there. Nick there unfortunately misses the jump. Took a few hits. Lucky enough for him, Moores was nowhere near.
Moores is actually in the Red Room, and if he had gone up the stairs, he could have got Nick. Oh, he sees one at Ticket Room. Throws a bit of shots off. He's hitting the shot at. Can he pick away with the frag? It's a 2v1 and gets dropped by Boomser. Round 1 goes to Queensland.
Well, Moores there, he could have made up for his clutch fail on high rise. Unfortunately though, Boomser is too strong.
It seems Queensland, having been most from Arcade, they just know what each other do, and the teamwork is just there for the guys. Oh, someone just got... I don't even know who was specking. They just got flashed. Apple pie.
Well, Revel there picking off 5 AM.
Oh, Boomser on Apple. Nick on Moores. Jen on System. Oh, he sees another one. Can he get him? Nah, gets dropped by Nick. Denied. Omen in a 1v3.
What's interesting to note here, they've got a new player in for Queensland. 5 AM's joined in.
They replaced Nutshot because he was having a bit of internet connection problems.
Well, with what happened on high race, he doesn't want that to repeat. Probably a wise choice by the Queensland captain.
Oh, Omen making a bit of a noise. He sees one outside ticket booth. Can he maintain the frag? And he drops Bundy.
Well, Bundy there, he made a bit of noise. Omen
Oh, flashed.
picks him off.
He doesn't have much time, and bad luck, Omen.
Get ready for the next
2-zip to Queensland.
Well, Nick there, controlling that cafe area, spots Omen defusing. He's not going to let him get away.
The cafe area is next to main on this map. He was just far too strong against WA. He was just that's his zone. Once he's behind the cafe, he's in there. He does not want to leave. Oh,
It's interesting
Apple
to note
winning
here,
the mid lane.
Bundy started off and he's going to use a FAMAS now.
Drops him. Oh, more to the double nade. Oh, TK nade on system. Sia is
Moore's
cold
there.
from Moores.
Moore's there, too confident.
Moores is one of the most cockiest players in Oscod, I'd have to say. Oh, Jen.
Good job, team. Get ready for the next
Rebel drops Boomser, and they pick up a round.
Well, Boomser there, he had 2 people looking at him. Spoilt for choice, really, but Rebel picks him off. So with that, Victoria get their first round off this match.
Yes. I wonder if they're gonna keep up the winning streak. Jen spots one, but doesn't take the shot. It was a bit, wondering what was going through his mind there.
Well, Moore's
Apple
Day gets
dropping
booms there.
Jen finally gets 5 AM. They've been staring at each other for a while. Oh, and Bundy with the Farmus dropping Apple. The Farmus is one of my favourite guns, to be honest. It is just very powerful if you can control it right.
I was going to say it's not as much of a spray gun as the UMP, so in the right hands it can cause a rather big amount of damage.
Flashing himself and just firing into the room. Funny lad. Oh, Jen getting a flash off. He sees him and what?
Team, get ready for the next round.
Over to Bundy and Jen on system. You gotta watch this kill from Jen. It is hilarious. Just
Well, it looks as if they've all met in that one room and had a bit of a knife off.
Switching sides.
2-all. Great half from both sides.
Got the bomb.
Well, we're switching sides here now. See what Queensland can make on defence.
A few straight nades going over the building from the Victorian side towards the bus area. Don't seem to pick up a frag. Oh, I think that is... Who is that? He's Revel. Heavily flashed. He's the bomb carrier. Spots the guy on top of White Building. Picks Bundy off. And I think he's going for a real plan here. Nah, he's getting shot from under the bus. Dominated by Nick with... Actually,
Nick there,
quite
going
a nerdy
large.
spot. Moors, what are you doing?
Well, Moore's once again left in a clutching situation to fend off against 5EM and Nick.
Nick, look at him go. He is just too strong. Now, my predictions with Jen being the favourite for Victoria is starting to actually take off now. Look at him go on the map. I think it's one of his strong maps, considering he's part of X-Slayer Legion. Oh, heavy tag from Moors.
Well, 5EM now,